Good morning! Good morning! Good morning, Storytimers. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm so excited to be here today. Today is Monday, December 14th. We are rocking and rolling through the month, almost at the halfway point. Can you even believe it? I cannot. Good morning. I'm so excited that you're here. If it is your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm here Sunday through Friday from 10 to 11 with at minimum 3 stories and lots of other information like, good morning. We have somebody watching all the way from Ireland. He's my friend Ryan, and he says, good morning. He beat everybody here. So I don't know if there's like a time delay here, but I will say I am magically amazed how Ryan, your picture looks, I know that that's a beautiful self-portrait, but I've just noticed that it's very intense. But yeah, so I'm really pumped. I don't know what the weather is like in Ireland, but I will say that today is nothing like yesterday. Today is a bit cloudy and rainy, and I will say this, boom. Wake up together and be so happy and filled with joy like my friend Tarun. Good morning from India. How are you? So good to see you. And there's Frank Simon from New Jersey, all the way from Edison or Elizabeth. I know it's an E word. I think it's Edison. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I know it's from the US. How about that? I'm so excited that you're here because yesterday we missed your alliterative sentence. I felt like something was off all day. And today is a letter N. So maybe today you'll get me. Trickery, sorcery. Okay, so I have my amazing soundboard, aka 2 of my Frozen books that I absolutely love to make sound effects with. And of course, recently, the newest member is my screaming goat, which I usually use for Girls Gone Green. But I thought with all of my other animals, why not bring that animal up here? There is peppermint in the air. I love that, Daryl. That's amazing. Good morning, Teresa. How are you? And oh, good. It's Edison. There you go. So welcome. Today's December 14th. And if you know, yesterday I realized how much I didn't know the 12 Days of Christmas song by heart. I don't know. I guess, good morning, Mike. How are you? Good to see you. I guess what's happened is in the past, I've been parts of choirs and I sang with the kids when we would go caroling, and you just kind of get in there and sing with the group. And I learned yesterday, after being completely confused by the Muppets, that I didn't know the traditional song by heart. And I was just a little slightly disappointed in myself, but under further inspection of my books. Good morning, Carol. How are you? Nice to see you. I love when I get people that sneak in at work. Good morning, Daria. But under further inspection of my books, I realized that I found Hilary Knight's The 12 Days of Christmas. Now, I know this is not the traditional 12 Days of Christmas. It is a children's book about the 12 Days of Christmas. And today, I will definitely be reading this book first because I need to get back into Christmas's good graces because I kind of dropped the partridge in the pear tree yesterday. But I will say the thing that I didn't drop this morning is a healthy habit of brushing my teeth. I love brushing my teeth. I woke up and I was filled with gratitude because I realized that I was coming to story time, and I'm so excited. So without further ado, let's get our stretches in, shall we? So we start off with the alphabet, 26 letters in the alphabet. It's a great way to teach the kids healthy habits and recite the alphabet to learn. So shall we? 26 letters, 13 letters in is the middle, and the 13th letter N, ironically, is M. So today is December 14th, and we're on the 14th letter. Hello. That deserves a screaming goat. Also, for those of you that are just coming in and may have to go out, I will let you know, big announcement that I keep repeating, and I will be repeating all week, is that Santa Claus is coming. Santa is coming to story time on Sunday the 20th, Santa Claus will be coming because I wrote a letter to Santa and I am so excited, and Santa Claus is going to be here, and I think Santa might even read a book. I don't know, but no matter what, we're going to talk about hope and love, and the reason for the season is just to be happy and joyful and be together and to be grateful, gratitude. So I'm so excited, so excited. Okay, are you ready to stretch? I'm going to use all this energy because I need to then focus on the stories. All right, here we go. Starting with arm circles, we switch at M, and then at the letter S, we go to the no spaghetti arms, up and down jumping jacks. Are you ready? Let's go, story timers. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, reverse, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Oh, I forgot to switch. S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Don't be so hard on yourself if you forget to do something. Happens all the time. I got distracted. I saw and got really excited about the alliterative sentence, and what? I just I don't know what happened. I short-circuited. Today's letter, Mike Masiello, is N. N is today's letter of the day. And today we will be saying good morning right now, as a matter of fact, to all the kids out there that have a name that starts with the letter N. As you know, my list got very, very long, which I am so thrilled about. But because of that, I decided to highlight this round of the alphabet, the kids' names that start with the letter of the day. So what I did was I wrote it down. I've been writing them down. And on the back, I write all the kids' names that start with the letter of the day. So great question, Mike. Good morning, Holly. Hi, Patrick. Hi. So I'm so excited. Yes, a great word that starts with N is Nigeria. Exactly. Lots of great words start with N, like noodles and near, now, never. Let's see. And then the names. So let's read the names together, shall we? You're so sweet. Everyone loves John. That's like the show Everyone Loves Raymond. You never know. You never know. Okay. So good morning for the special segment of the namesake day. I don't know. I need to focus. All I have to say is this. If your name is on the back of this paper, I want you to fill yourself with so much energy when I say your name that you can take that energy, harness it, put it in your back pocket, and on a day where maybe you don't feel so good, you remember how you could just bubble yourself up with positivity. And remember that you could do it anytime you want. I know it takes practice, but I believe in you. I know you could do it. See what it says right there? Believe. That's right. Okay? And I know you have a niece, Mike, and her name is Penny. Well, that's her nickname. Nickname starts with N. And her day is coming up very soon. You know that, right? Wait a second. Hold on. Yes, because 2 days, we're going to say Penelope Rose's name, but I just said it right now. Ooh, I am so watching the birds outside of my window, and they're so amazing. I love the birds. And birds just want to be birds. I was hanging out with my brother yesterday. We were pondering life. And one of the things that we were talking about is how amazing it would be that a tree is just a tree and a bird is a bird. Can you imagine? But you know what we get to do? We get to become whatever it is that we want. Sometimes that's what makes people a little bit, frustrated. Some kids get a little bit sad about it. Some people get really happy about it. It can really change the way that you look at life, because you might think to yourself, what am I supposed to be? But you know what? You'll figure it out. Just whatever feels good for you. Like for me, this feels great. Story time. I couldn't exist without story time now. I love story time because I like being here with you guys and saying good morning, and it's amazing. And yes. Ooh, Nokia is where Teresa works. That's right. And I love that. never ending. Thank you. All right, so let's do it. Kids, if you hear your name, act like you're being called up for an Oscar, an Emmy, or your fries are up at your favorite place like Shake Shack. All right, here we go. Good morning, Nicholas and Nina Starr and Nathan and Nico and Nikki. Today is the letter N, and your names start with N. If you want me to shout out one of your kids' names, please put it in the comments. I'd love to add it. Good morning, Jim Tomlinson, all the way from California. That doesn't begin with N. That's C. That day's long gone. But we'll come back to it because we talk about the alphabet all the time. As a matter of fact, the next thing that we do is practice the ASL alphabet. That's right. My cousin is a sign language interpreter. And one thing I love is learning how to practice the ASL alphabet so that we can communicate with someone that might not be able to communicate otherwise. Finger spelling is really important to learn. It's such a skill, and I think it's really cool because you know what? We have been doing this now for the entire month. It's got to be more than a month. And I will say this, I'm getting a lot better at it. Are you? Let me know. And I will go slowly. We do use our book, Donna the Deaf Dinosaur, which is right here. Right here. And every day we learn and go over and practice how to do sign language. Yeah, it's another form of the alphabet. Are you ready? Here we go. There's A. So A. Can you even hear the birds from there? I think they're learning the alphabet too. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Can you see it? Here, K. Wait, K. L, M. Today's letter N. O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Yay! You guys are amazing. How cool is that? This is the best book written by Carol Adubato, illustrated by Valentine, Donna the Deaf Dinosaur. It's such a great book. And we read this again on the letter D, the day for D. And it is just such a heartwarming book. So if you know someone that might benefit from this book, which is great because it is definitely about awareness of what it's, like to be different. And this is a great book. So for Christmas, I think books are a great gift. Okay, now you know what time it is, right? It is vitamin time. VITAMIN. Vitamin time. It's also time to buy more vitamins. I keep saying it, but I haven't been to a store. So let's say 2, 4, 6, 8. I have about another week. Oh, yes. And I do. Thank you for my producer. I have to read my alliterative sentence. Okay, let's see. Let's find it. Lots of nice comments this morning. I love it. Here we go. Oh, I should take a sip of water first. Another healthy habit. Here we go. Nope, nothing, no new names, never noticed needed N-words. Nope, nothing new. All right, you already won. I'm going to do it again. Nope, nothing, no new names, never noticed needed N-words. Nope, nothing, no new names, never noticed needed N-words. Nope, nothing, no new names, never noticed needed N-words. That was a tongue twister. Frank wins. I know. That's what I think about that. All right, here we go, guys. It is vitamin time. Who is going to help me pick the page? Mike Masiello, are you still there? Jim Tomlinson, whoever just would like to come up with a new, or Teresa, between 7 and 157. We have a book that we read from every day called The Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley. And what we call this is our nugget of truth. Why do we use a book? Because this is the part where I talk about healthy habits, meeting good manners. We never want to chew with our mouth open. So for the point of this show, I always just cover my mouth when I chew my vitamins in case I want to say something. Boom. 44 it is, Mike. Perfect. Okay, now here we go. Let's see. Do we have one of each or two of the same? Ooh, now we also have somebody named Frank Simon coming in with 111111111. Is this going to be a 2-nugget day? Could be. We're gonna find out. Let's see. One of each is Ryan. I saw it. One of each is what Ryan says. Let's see what we have today as far as our vitamins. Should I make a guess? I think it might be 2 purples. But maybe it's one of each. I don't know. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. It is one of each. It's a one of each day. Look at this. Someone knows stuff. All right, here we go. So sour. Totally sour. Uh-oh. Is the audio lagging everywhere? Or is it just in Ireland? I don't know. Let me know. Hopefully not. But it could be just because today is a great day outside. And maybe the audio or the internet gods are just like still sleeping. It could be. Okay, so let's just check out page 44. And then, okay, well, I'll say this. Here we are. Thank you, Frank. This is interesting. I'm going to go with 44 first, and then I'm going to read a little bit of something from page 111, as per Frank's request. Good morning, Storytimers. This is your nugget of truth. Don't worry. Even the fewest positive thoughts, words, and steps taken every day can turn any tide and right any ship. Self-correcting, rebounding, and healing are both in your nature and entirely normal. That's exactly what I was talking about when I said to put all that energy in your back pocket and use it for another day. The best hope one has for thriving among the seen, the known, and the manifested comes from playing off the unseen, the unknown, and the not yet manifested. There's always more than one right answer, path, possibility, partner, nuance, or flavor. So insist upon none, or you'll exclude all others. I love that. I actually really love that. It's not the day you have to manage, but the moment. It's not the dragon you have to slay, but the fear. And it's not the path you have to know, but the destination. That's amazing. And I need to put a little dot next to the page number because, Where did my marker go? It's here somewhere. It's in this room. Trust me. I know I saw it because I need to mark that we read page 44. Excuse me, elephant. I shall mark it with this marker. Okay. Next, Frank Simon. Thank you very much, by the way, Mike Masiello. Do you have this book? And did you know what's on the page? Because I will tell you, that's magical. Okay, page 111 is one of the pages that contains a paragraph. But I want to just say this. I'm going to read the first few lines because Frank Simon, you picked it, and it's pretty amazing. Here we go. I tried to tell you it didn't matter, that they were not being nice, that they were unworthy of your interest, that there were other more fun things for us to do, that life was still beautiful, the sun was still shining, the day was not done, but you couldn't hear me. I frantically wondered what else I could do to minimize the crippling memory and lasting scar of this fateful day. So it's all about loss. And it says 15 minutes later, you were fine. What? I wonder, though, if you'll have the same recovery time when you're 15, 25, and older. With understanding, it could be the same if you'd even allow yourself to feel so hurt by the fickle behavior of others in the first place. So with page 44 and that, I'm taking that. Perhaps we all need to learn a little bit about the fact that no matter what hurts you, or if someone does, or if someone perhaps unknowingly does, that you'll recover because you're in charge of you, you're in charge of your day, your feelings, and you can turn the ship. Just like it said on page 44, which I loved. Where did it go? Don't worry that you worry. Even the fewest positive thoughts, words, and steps taken every day can turn any tide and right any ship. Yep, I do believe it. So I know it's raining out today, and I know that could totally make some people really sad. But you want to know what? I think if you just get an umbrella of sunshine from story time, it might just, I don't know, the raindrops might not hit you as hard. So that was our nugget of truth. Now it is time to shed some light on who needs love. And you know what? Actually, it goes right along with what we just read. We should send love and light and happiness and joy out to those that need to learn that it's okay if you've been wronged because we can get past it. We can. And you're right. You can't name one thing you haven't recovered from. Well, I don't know, but I think it's great that you can say that because the invisible human shield is what we need. We need to shield ourselves. And yes, I like that. When it's raining, just run between the drops and you won't get wet. That's so true. And when you're going back in your memory bank and you find where you bounced some checks because perhaps there was a deficit emotionally, wow, that's getting deep. You know what you do? I don't know. Just remember, we're here together and we can make it through anything. All right, so who should we bring out? Today's letter is N. And I have to say this, for whatever reason, I'm bringing out Piggy. Because Piggy to me is just the most loyal and sweet and caring and adorable little creature. No matter what Piggy's been through, Piggy's always going to be there. Isn't that the truth? Because you're always there with you. No matter where you go, you are. So just remember, be gentle with yourself. Give yourself a little hug and just be kind. Don't beat yourself up is what I'm saying. All right, you ready? Today, I think we need to remember some people that sometimes are often forgotten. Like veterans, the elderly, people out of our sight, and homeless people. Yeah. And today we're going to read a really amazing book by about a man named Noah who walked for homeless awareness. And I'm really excited because this time of year and all year round, we know that if you're sitting and you're watching this from a computer or a phone, we are blessed. Maybe we're not blessed like our neighbors. Maybe we're not blessed like someone else, but we are definitely blessed more than others. And we need to remember this time of year and all year round that any little bit that we can do to help others that are struggling emotionally or they're struggling because they're hungry, this is something we should definitely remember to do. So right now, they might be, well, it's kind of funny what we just read. There's an emotional deficit. So we're going to send love and light out to all those people that definitely need it because they're struggling. So we can elevate the vibration of the nation just by sending love and light out. And then you continue and you can definitely do other things for people. But this is one small step that will definitely help. So are you ready? From your head and your heart and your whole being, we're going to send out positive energy, love, light, laughter, peace, and healing to those in need. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Did you feel that? I did. That was amazing. I love the fact that I could feel the energy coming all the way from around the world. And I want to say thank you because I really appreciate it. All right, Piggy. All right, go hang over here because now it's time to breathe in, hard deep breath, say I am, only positive words, and then it's then story time. Here we go. Ready? I am grateful. I am noble. I am filled with joy. I am ready. I'm so excited. Oh, you did? I felt it in Murray Hill. I love that so much. Thank you. Are you ready, ready, ready? Today's going to be good. All right. It is the second day of Christmas. And my true love gave to me this book, Hillary Knight's The 12 Days of Christmas. We're going to read this so that we may find out one of the proper ways to say this Christmas carol. Yeah. And I love otters, and they're so cute. Here we go. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. Now, I don't know if I could really sing it that well. Good morning, Ernest. How are you? On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. That would be today, 2 turtle doves. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. I love the porch. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. I like the raccoon. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. That's a lot. I can't even think of one thing to get some people. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. That was an accident, but funny. 9 drummers drumming, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Turtle doves. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 fiddlers fiddling, 9 drummers drumming, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Almost, guys. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 ladies dancing, 10 fiddlers fiddling, 9 drummers drumming, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 lords a leaping, 11 ladies dancing, 10 fiddlers fiddling, 9 drummers drumming, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. And then they went to bed. Kidding. That's a lot of presents. And that's beautiful. So that's the real song, not the Muppet song. The Muppets was funny, but man, was it confusing or what? This is 12 Days of Christmas. You guys hang on to that. You might need it. Whew. All right. Onward and upward. Here we go. We're going to start out today's stories with the story of Noah. Noah's Walk, an 1,800-mile journey to raise awareness about homelessness. It's a true story by Nikisha Pickney and Noah Rattler, illustrated by Thaddeus Lavalius. Okay. I think my voice will last through the stories because now I'm all warmed up. You know, it's funny. I saw this book in the books that were donated, and I was waiting for a day to bring this book to story time. And I thought this is a perfect time because A, it's the letter N, and B, it's also about an act of kindness. And I think that during the year, I like to do random acts of kindness, but during the holidays, this is when we need to try to remember that there are people that need our random acts of kindness. And this does not seem so random, but what I'm saying is paying it forward, helping someone out. And I just think it's really important. So let's just see what the story of Noah's Walk is about and see what maybe it makes us think about or inspires us to do. Today's civics lesson is about one person can make a difference. I love it already. I think it's going to be amazing. This book is about Noah Rattler, a community activist who walked 1,800 miles from Houston, Texas, all the way to Los Angeles, California, to raise awareness about homelessness. When Noah was a little boy, he wanted to save the world, or at least make it a better place. One day, Noah realized that there was a very big problem with homelessness in the United States of America. There are a lot of people, including children and their parents, who do not have a place to live or have any food or water. Noah cared about solving this problem and took responsibility to help. So Noah made a big decision. He would walk from city to city and state to state, all the while telling others about the homeless and asking them to become involved to help the homeless too. Now let's accompany Noah on his walk. Noah began his journey on March 24th, 2007. After saying goodbye to lots of friends and family, he took his first steps with Jason, one of his best friends. Although Jason only walked with Noah for the first 2 days, Noah realized that it helps to start a long journey with a good friend. Jason Luckett is an educator, and this is Lawrence Payne, President and CEO of Search Project, and Sheila Jackson Lee, a U.S. representative. They were cheering, Noah, Noah. Noah walked and walked 20 miles a day. He walked through the piney woods of East Texas, stopping at the support vehicle when he needed to eat, rest, or sleep. Sunshine's RV support vehicle. That's what's over here. After walking for 2 weeks and 239 miles, Noah arrived in Dallas, Texas, where he was met by his new support team, Jerry and her dog named Princess, a toy poodle. Noah's mission required the help of many people to set up interviews with television stations, newspapers, and radio stations. Noah also visited the places where homeless people stay and talked to the people in the cities who help them. These organizations and people are known as homeless service providers. In the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Noah's friend Terrence sprang into action by planning these activities. Over the next month, Noah walked. Through April showers and May flowers, he walked visiting organizations, speaking with the media, and spreading awareness however he could. Noah joined forces with his old friend Jabari in Wichita Falls and his new friend Kim in Childress, 680 miles later. He made it to the New Mexico border. He had walked farther than he had ever walked before, and he still had 2/3 of his journey ahead of him. Look at that. Any questions so far, class? Miss Jackson, how many people are homeless? Well, Cody, in the United States, over 3,500,000 people experience homelessness every year. Half of them are under the age of 18. Yes, Hassan? Mrs. Jackson, why did Noah talk to the media? Hassan, by himself, Noah could only talk to one person at a time. But through the media, many people would hear his message. That's how he raised awareness. Any more questions? Let's continue. After crossing the border, Noah noticed something different about the tall grass he now had to walk through. There were snakes everywhere. Wow. whip snakes, garter snakes, bull snakes. Every 10 steps, he would see another one. As a matter of fact, he almost stepped on a deadly rattlesnake early one morning. Whoa. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, Noah was greeted by a group of homeless veterans that surprised him with a parade. Although some were on crutches and some in wheelchairs, they all marched into the city with pride. They taught Noah how so many veterans become homeless and why it is important to help them. After spending 1 week with the veterans, Noah headed west and into the Navajo Indian Reservation. There he teamed up with his old friend Michael, who introduced Noah to Navajo culture and life on the reservation. They also discussed poverty, homelessness, and community activism in their communities. Does anyone know what a veteran is? Yes, my dad served in Afghanistan. He's a veteran because he was in the army. Yes, Jermaine, a veteran is a person who has served in the military. Many people in the homeless population are veterans. Yes, Nadine, you have a question? Yes, Mrs. Jackson. What is a reservation? Well, a reservation is an area of land set aside for the Native Americans, the original inhabitants of North America. In this case, Noah was on the reservation for the Navajo Nation, the largest reservation in the United States. As he continued west, Noah entered Arizona, known as the Grand Canyon State. In Holbrook, Arizona, he learned more about the lives of the fastest growing group of homeless people, which are mothers and their children. He thought a lot about this as he walked through the petrified forest and the painted desert. All downhill from here, Noah thought and thought as he walked all the way to the edge of the Grand Canyon. It was 100 days later. Noah was 1,300 miles away from home. And the Grand Canyon is really high too. 8,000 feet high to be exact. I want to go there. As Noah continued his journey, he moved deeper and deeper into the desert. Every step he took made the journey harder because the pain in his feet grew with each step, and each day was hotter than the one before it. The day Noah walked into California, things were really hard. The sunlight in the Mojave Desert National Preserve was so intense that it felt heavy on his shoulders, like he was carrying the sun itself. Because Noah had walked so far, the pain in his feet was bad enough to make him want to quit. Noah could not quit because he made a commitment to himself and his community to see this walk through to the end. This commitment helped him push through the pain and the heat to walk farther and faster than ever before. The farther he walked, the faster he approached the end of his journey. As he entered Los Angeles County, he was joined by two good friends, John and Keisha, who walked with him as a show of support in the final days of his journey. As they passed through Los Angeles, he thought about the thousands of people that were homeless in the city and all across the United States. This made him realize that his accomplishment was not enough and more needed to be done. Before he knew it, Noah found himself staring at the Pacific Ocean. Before a gathering crowd with one foot in front of the other, Noah took the final steps of his journey. On August 4th, 2007, after 134 days and 3,001,680,000 steps, Noah's walk came to an end. Noah stood in the Pacific Ocean, smiling with his arms open wide. Mission accomplished. Wow. That's incredible. Well, what do you think, children? I like the story, Mrs. Jackson. Noah was very brave. I think I'll walk to the North Pole one day. It's very good, Carlos, and very brave of you. Yes, Kim? Mrs. Jackson, can we help the homeless? Well, I'm glad you asked, Kim. That is your next homework assignment. Aw, each of you will need to find other examples of people helping homeless and come up with a plan that we can implement as a class. Noah made a difference by doing something very difficult in order to bring attention to the struggles of millions of men and women and children out across this country. He was one person. Imagine what we can accomplish as a class. Think about that on your way home today. Class dismissed. I think that's amazing. Noah helps to feed the homeless in Dallas, Santa Rita, Grand Canyon. That's amazing. I don't know. Have any of you done anything to help the homeless? I can say that I used to run a youth group at Grace Church in Nutley, New Jersey, and we slept outside for what's called homeless awareness. Quite a few times I slept outside. I want to say, I know, was it 2 or 3 times that we slept outside, and worked with Interfaith Hospitality Network, helping out, which I love, IHN. So if you're looking for something local to get involved in, you can reach out to IHN, Interfaith Hospitality Network. And then I always, I do like to work with Covenant House. There's Covenant House in Newark, New Jersey, and you could drop things off there. I know that they help homeless teens, and teens can be homeless for lots of reasons. And then there's also the Salvation Army. They're in Newark, New Jersey. They help out a lot with people who are suffering from addiction and recovery. And I did not know, but it's very interesting that when you see someone outside ringing the bell during Christmas and they collect money in the pots, that money goes to the church. But if you want to help out people that are suffering through addiction and need help, it is free for them in Newark to go through the counseling and rehab. And that money all comes from their stores. So if you donate to the stores for items to be sold, that's where that money goes to. It's very interesting to find out. So even if you can't help monetarily, maybe you can go through your closets and your pantry and you can donate some food to shelters. Or, like I say, one of the simplest forms of helping, which I know to some it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is sending love and light and positive energy and thoughts and prayers, because every little bit counts. I do believe in that. So, all right. That's amazing. Yeah. All right. I am ready for another story. Are you? Yeah. That was more like a public service announcement today. And I hope you're okay with that. But I thought it was really important. Next, a holiday story. Let's find out what snowmen do at night. By Carolyn Booner, and pictures by Mark Booner. Snowmen at night. Hello, my brother's here. Hi, Peter. Nice to see you. I'm excited for you and your future. He moved back home, and I'm so pumped. Snowmen at night. And yes, Noah built an ark. Animals. He helped animals 2 by 2. One wintry day, I made a snowman, very round and tall. The next day when I saw him, he was not the same at all. His hat had slipped, his arms drooped down. He really looked a fright. It made me start to wonder, what do snowmen do at night? I think that snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark, off the lawn and down the street, right into the park. How beautiful is that? We're supposed to get snow this week. They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, sipping cups of ice cold cocoa made by snowmen mothers. Then the snowmen games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. Look at how happy he looks. I love it. After everyone has had a chance at racing once or twice, they go on over to the pond to do skating tricks on ice. Sometimes they start giggling, and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other till they all fall down. I love to make snow angels. I can't wait to make snow angels. They gather up their snowballs. The pitcher takes his aim, and underneath the moonlit sky, they play a baseball game. Imagine. No one knows just how it started, but soon it's quite a sight, with snowmen throwing snowballs in the world's best snowball fight. They look like they're having so much fun. Then it's time for sledding. It's a wild ride down the hill. Woo! Woohoo! They yell. This is by far the snowman's biggest thrill. Finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy, so they slowly gather up their things and one by one, they go. Look at them laughing. I love that. So, if your snowman's grin is crooked or he's lost a little height, you'll know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night. I love that so much. Look at that. I love that book. Snowmen at Night. Are you ready for another one? I'm so excited for this book. A Night in Santa's Great Big Bag. And look at who's riding next to Santa. It's Lammy. Where are you, Lammy? Look. Lammy is riding next to Santa. I wonder where she's going. So exciting. All right. You ready? By Kristen Kladstrup and Tim Jessel. How cute is that? It's Lammy. Tonight is Christmas Eve, Lewis told Lamb. Santa is coming with his great big bag. There are more toys inside than in my toy box. There are more toys than in a toy store. Lamb, who happened to be Lewis's favorite toy, liked toy boxes. He liked toy stores. That is why when Lewis was asleep, Lamb crept downstairs to watch Santa come down the chimney with his great big bag. That is why when Santa wasn't looking, Lamb tiptoed over to the bag. He peeked in. It was dark, but she thought she could see a light in the distance. She pushed his nose. Well, it's actually he. But I look at my Lammy like a girl. Okay. He pushed his nose in farther, and suddenly Lamb was all the way inside the great big bag. He didn't even notice when Santa picked it up and went back out into the night. Oh my goodness, I love this book. Inside the bag, Lamb looked about in wonder. It was so big that Lamb couldn't see the end. All he could see were toys. Balls bouncing, robots rumbling, helicopters hovering, trucks beeping, trains whistling. If only Lewis could see this, thought Lamb. A doll with brown eyes and brown hair said to Lamb, "I am a look-alike doll." She sounded important, like Lewis's older sister. "I'm a present for a girl, and I look just like her," Doll told him. "Who do you look like?" "I look like me," said Lamb. "Are all these toys presents?" "Of course," said the doll. "Whose present are you?" Before Lamb could answer, a shout went up from the toys. "It's time! It's time!" Uh-oh. Santa's hand reached into the bag and picked up a dump truck. "Goodbye," shouted the dump truck. "Goodbye," shouted the toys. Santa's hand reached in again and picked up the doll. "Goodbye," said the doll. "Goodbye," shouted the toys. "Where did they go?" said a voice near Lamb. Turning around, Lamb saw a toy backhoe. The backhoe looked nervous, the way Lewis had on the first day of school. "That was Santa," said Lamb. "Lewis says he gives presents to children on Christmas Eve." "I'm supposed to be a present for a boy," said the backhoe. "You will like that," said Lamb. "Santa brought Lewis a toy backhoe last year. It could dig up rocks and sand." "I have never dug up rocks or sand before," said the backhoe. Oh my goodness, I love this picture. Lamb showed the backhoe how to use its bucket for digging and its shovel for pushing. "Sometimes Lewis lets me ride in the shovel," Lamb said. Lamb climbed in, and the backhoe took him on a ride through Santa's bag. Look at how cute and happy Lammy is. Can you see? Some of the toys they met didn't know what to expect when Santa delivered them. A jigsaw puzzle said, "I used to be a picture of a puppy. Now I'm all broken into pieces." Lamb said, "Don't worry. Someone will put you back together." That's what Lewis does with jigsaw puzzles. A train engine was having trouble pulling its carts along a wooden track. "I can't get them to follow me," it wailed. "That happens to Lewis's train engine sometimes," said Lamb. "You're backward. You need to go the other end of the you need to go to the other end of the cars." How cute. "Hi, Marianne." Lamb liked talking to the toys. He liked making them feel better. "Goodbye," he called as one by one they left the great big bag. "Goodbye," called the backhoe when it was his turn to go. "I hope my boy has a lamb just like you." Look at how cute. Oh my God, look at the bunny. Oh my goodness. Oh, stop it. Oh my goodness gracious, how cute. Now there were only 2 toys left in the great big bag. Lamb and a little bunny. The bunny's eyes were squeezed shut. What are you doing? Asked Lamb. Santa is giving me to a little girl, said the bunny. I'm supposed to go to sleep with her every night, so I'm practicing. Lamb giggled. You don't need to practice to go to sleep. No? The bunny opened his eyes. Louis and I just crawl under the covers and talk to each other until we fall asleep, said Lamb. It's the easiest thing in the world. Oh. Then Santa took the bunny out of the bag, and Lamb was alone. He couldn't help thinking of Louis. He wished he were home under the covers with him. And then Lamb had a terrible thought. What if Santa mistook him for a present? What if he gave him to somebody else? Somebody who wasn't Louis? Oh dear. Here was Santa's hand coming to get him. Oh, look at Santa. A moment later, Lamb was out of the bag. The air was cold, and Santa was looking down at him. Why, Lamb, said Santa, what are you doing in my bag? I wanted to see the toys, cried Lamb. I'm not a present. I belong to Louis. Well, I know that, said Santa. I brought you to Louis when he was only a baby. Don't you remember? Lamb did not. I suppose you were too young, said Santa. Just a baby yourself. Please don't give me to somebody else, said Lamb. Now why would I do that? Said Santa. I'm going to take you back home to Louis. And that is how Lamb came to sit beside Santa in his sleigh. There were stars above them. There were stars below them, too. Santa said these stars were houses with lights. One of those houses belonged to Louis, and Lamb thought he remembered just a little coming to that house a long time ago. Look it! See? Oh, Louis isn't very good at remembering things from when he was a baby either, said Lamb as Santa tucked him into Louis's stocking. Do you think he'll remember that this is where he found you the first time? Asked Santa. I'll tell him, said Lamb. I'll tell him all about your great big bag. And on Christmas morning, that is exactly what Lamb did. Look at how cute. I love that lamb. Yeah, storytime magic. For sure. I had no idea. I just saw that this letter is our letter today. Where'd it go? Oh. Oh. And a night in Santa's great big bag. And then look at the little lamb. So sweet, so cute. I love that. I hope you enjoyed story time today just as much as I did. We learned so much, and it was so sweet to be able to be together, and I really appreciate your time. I want to send a big hug to everyone that's watching. We can take Liv out over here. Oh, give it a big squeeze. Liv is filled with so many hugs from my friends up in Massachusetts. And then we can share a hug together. So put your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right and give yourself a squeeze from me, a hug so tight, and know that everything's going to be all right. I love you and I appreciate you, and thank you for being here today and every day, Sunday through Friday. And I will see you tonight on Manifesting Monday and tomorrow morning for story time when the letter is O. Yay! Lewis. I know it's Ryan, but kind of funny. All right, are you ready? Let's breathe our way out into a wonderful day, and we can use our shield to run through the raindrops and have an amazing Monday. Here we go. I am hopeful. I am grateful. I am peace. I am a believer. So, happy second day of Christmas, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Good morning and goodbye, Teresa, and everyone over at Periscope and Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget, Sunday, December 20th, Santa is coming. Can you imagine? Santa is coming here. I don't even know if I can contain myself. Okay, until tomorrow. See you then. Love you. Oh, yeah, that's right. My ring says it all. Just believe.